I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
You have descended into Tartarus, and must have seen what Kronos made of that most sacred place. I know your confrontation did not go as you desired, but this is a new night, and you are all the more prepared. Please make your choice.
Hear that? Why, that's the sound of Premium Express delivery, always bringing you only the very best. So make the most of it.
Mandrake essence, bone dust, a splash of oil, air bladder, just a dash, maggot, a drop of blood, teardrops, and there. Welcome. One always could see plain your talent, sorceress. But truth be told, I thought your heart would be a liability. Perhaps, however, I was wrong in that.
I'm thankful for your faith in me. My heart is never so assertive that it would lead me astray. Or so I tell myself anyway.
How fares great Hecate amid such inauspicious nights? Scarce has she had occasion lately to illuminate this place.
Headmistress seems well enough. I've not once seen hardship ever get to her. But then, perhaps she wears that veil of hers so as to never show even a trace of doubt.
We all wear veils, don't we, sorceress? Great Hecate, she merely puts aside all pretenses about it. Well, good to know that she is still herself, and I remain her humble servant here. Askion Kataski.
Need shells. Grandmother.
The seasons are a never-ending cycle of decay and renewal. Though there are such times when the seasons assert themselves much more fiercely than usual. Times such as now.
By the moon, you're breathtaking this eve. The moon herself did have something to do with it, did she not? I can tell. Your secret's safe with me.
The city of Hera burns, but it's not entirely my fault. Flames are like a tool, I suppose. One of those things requiring precaution on one's part. Lose something in a fire, sorry, can't help you with that.
Old Charon must have ample time to spare, now that he isn't busy sending souls to their eternal rest. Although I do suspect that we can keep him plenty busy in service to us here.
Where you going? You stink like the dead. But you're not from the town. You're from further below. You'd be better off staying on your side of the fence.
I'm here to pay my relatives a visit. You just keep getting in the way. Almost as though violence better suits you than the shepherd's life.
Why, you're a real thinker for a slice of meat. Just because I'm retired don't mean I don't want to work up an appetite no more, does it now?
I'm working here, sister. Care to pitch in? Fine, but don't get underfoot. Stay out of my path.
Of wine, coiled vine and peat of fens, sugar beets and egg of hens, bubble tea leaves, ocean breeze, briar thorns and wax of bees, moly petals, I've a lot, boil, simmer in my pot. Little miss, all of this seawater must feel very disconcerting, little miss. For me, though, it feels rather much like home. Even the depths of Oceanus bring a sense of comfort more than fear.
I'm getting used to it. My path into the underworld requires me to skirt the edge of Oceanus. The water's beautiful, though I could do without the sea monsters, particularly Scylla and her siren friends. Perhaps you know of them?
Oh, yes, I do indeed. I grew up underneath the sea, and Scylla I remember from my youth. Always yelping about this or that. It's deafening. Perchance why I prefer the silence now.
Ah. How many times am I gonna have to shoot you down here, babe? I thought that we were friends.
The majesty of Mount Olympus lies half buried underneath a heavy coat of snow, which masks the scars and blemishes of a protracted siege.
Beautiful. A natural stronghold. No easy way up, not during this siege. Must be the mountain pass my incantation helped me find.
An alcove unafflicted by the toil on the otherwise besieged Olympus heights invites the princess of the underworld to catch what little breath remains to her for now.
Can't rest here, not for long.
Hey, good for you. Hey, nice. More nectar always good to have around in case the wine runs out. Not that it ever does or ever will. Now, what exactly do we toast to next?
To emerging from peril unscathed, or whatever you decide. I know maintaining high morale is paramount, especially with the mountain under siege.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not told my dad about this little gathering of ours, have you? Because we wouldn't want to have to pack it up and find some other secret spot. It's perfect here.
I think Lord Zeus has far more urgent matters to consider than your never-ending feast, which I dare say would be even better if the legions of Kronos weren't about. The rest of the Olympians don't even know that this is going on?
Right you are, baby. But this is an exclusive gathering only for guests I know are going to be cool. Which can't explain how you keep stumbling upon it, but hey, details, right? I'm into it.
Happy feasting, my lord.
Cheers.
Coinage.
Have a great night.
Don't move. I knew your injuries would be this grave, though perhaps you did not. Nothing a little time can't eventually heal, of course.
I'm grateful for your concern, though best mind your own injuries. Those bandages, you aren't at your peak. Although perhaps this means we'll have a fairer fight.
My wounds have long since been a hindrance to me. I do not let them fully heal, so I'm always cognizant of what I'm fighting for. And Dionysus here appreciates it too.
This count.
If you could see what I've foreseen, you'd not believe it anyhow. This changes nothing.
Enough of his foresight. For the underworld. For the realm.
Beyond lies the palace of Zeus, stronghold of the gods, in all its awesome glory. But it is undergoing renovations at this time. So imagining those luxurious yet stately halls shall have to do for now.
You! Return to Shadow now. Lord Moros is away.
Hi. That Heracles sure is something, isn't he? Too bad there's not much going on between his ears. That lion pelt he likes to strut around in probably has got more smarts than him.
What makes you say that? Other than your general tendency to speak ill of others? Heracles seems no fool to me. A bit disillusioned, maybe.
His club does all the thinking for him, and most of the talking, too. You're both gullible. Maybe that's why you think he's so great. Or maybe he's just your type.
No.
Come here. You've consistently ensured the safety of your familiars. Not that I had any doubt. We are here to protect such creatures more so than the other way round.
Familiars are family, Headmistress. Perhaps through this ordeal, my bond with mine shall come to be as strong as the one you share with yours.
Of that I have no doubt as well. I've discussed the matter with Hecuba and Gale both, and they are willing to watch over you. If you ask nicely, of course.
What? Truly? But they're bound to you. Wait, who must I ask nicely? You or them?
I'd start with them.
Power to create. Headmistress, I've a bottle of Ambrosia here, and thought perhaps we could share it at the taverna, if you could step away with me a bit. I know it's an odd time.
Malinois, I'm going to resist my impulse to tersely decline, so that I might remind myself as to whether the greatest of Olympian delicacies lives up to its reputation. Let's be off. I had not given this taverna any real thought. Such gathering places where one can be unguarded, dare I say, relaxed. A liability. We need our senses sharp.
But now that you're here, you've come to realize that having such a place where we and shades can commingle has its benefits? And that I didn't overstep when I restored it?
Yes, I have, and no, you did not. The tension about these crossroads has grown too palpable for my liking, as this much nervous energy does our cause no good. But I digress. Discussion of our cause ought be off limits here.
Ah yes, more rules. Just what this taverna needs to ease the tensions of our small band of loyalists. I think you're onto something, Headmistress.
Oh, I see how it is. What, a sip or two of Ambrosia and suddenly your inhibitions are all gone? A powerful effect. We ought to use it in the cauldron, if not here.
We're still talking about our cause and our craft. Why don't you tell me of a time when you were closer to my age, if you don't mind?
I mind. Though perhaps as we delve deeper into this bottle, I shall not mind as much. Shall we find out? To discovering the truth.
To discovering the truth?
Ignore my sullen turn back there, Malinois. These evenings I am more concerned about the future than the past. I trust I did not overly affect the atmosphere.
Nonsense, Headmistress. We're grateful you could join us. Fresh from the pot.
Hail, witch!
Hey, Mel. The good commander there has offered to train me as one of his disciples. It's a big decision, so I'm kind of mulling it over.
I've learned so much from him, Dora. Headmistress taught me my craft, but Commander Skelemius taught me...
How to beat up an old man?
No.
So, what's up?
Let's make it happen.
Sure. Gotta roll out the best rugs when we've got guests.
It's decided.
It's your stuff.
But
Must beat having to stand around on cold, hard earth.
Next renewal.
It shall be.
Ah. Perhaps this will compel Eris to dispose of her rubbish properly.
That's big enough to dispose of an entire body. Just saying.
Ooh. Let's try this on for size.
Uh-huh. Could always use more stuff hanging from the trees.
There. Let's try this on.
Okay.
Thanks.
Something to help keep the big girl off your case, huh?
Headmistress, guide me.
thought I'd check up on you. Everything good? Then good.
No telling how many cousins I got, but you're another, eh? You getting special treatment only cause me mum and dad, they asked me real nice. Don't mind the extra work.
It's Arachne. I wasn't entirely forthright with you before about your curse. Theoretically, there is a way that it can be undone, but it is unlikely to work and shall be very dangerous.
What? I don't care what it takes. You have to tell me, my friend, please.
First, we must discover the source of the curse. Athena is no enchantress. Someone aided her. And second, Athena herself must change her original intent. She has to want this.
But she despises me. And why would she tell anybody who provided her the curse? Oh, my friend, I almost wish you hadn't told me. Don't bother. Hope can be such a tease.
It's gone.
My mood darkens again, my dear, although it makes me rather generous, I think. Here then, the finest of my blessings. Go on and tie some knots.
Nemesis.
Princess.
Death to Kronos?
Get lost. Pretend you never saw me and I didn't make things easier for you. Take it.
Looks valuable, Rocky. Thanks, little one. I'm ready.
She has a certain power over creation herself. Mortals worship her, begging her favor as they bond and bring their offspring into being. She must enjoy the attention.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
I had expected your arrival here the prior eve. It was not for me to cut short that attempt. However, I shan't hesitate to cut short this one.
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
Let us begin another cycle, little star. Each has its unexpected qualities, but in the greater pattern lies a certain pleasure, does it not?
That her again? That's her.
In you go.
Don't worry, man, this won't take long. This won't take long at all. Laurel, right?
It's Malinui.
Well, they had plenty of suitors that said they wanted to be friends, but they were still in love with me. I had to cut them off. How come it's harder to be friends than be in love, you know?
Perhaps because when it comes to feelings of infatuation, it takes effort to banish them, not to have them. But cultivating friendships, that takes work.
I guess. I used to think I didn't need friends since I don't get lonely, but like, it's nice sometimes having somebody else to talk to about stuff. Like Echo, and like you.
I'm I'm soaked.
Why, you even got the elusive god of the forge to crawl out of his cave. To think that all it took was this terrible infighting with our forebear to bring our family closer together.
To think my blessing could be had for a mere bit of coin. Know that the boatman brokered this particular exchange only for you. Our services have never been for sale.
How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, it's only you. Not just another one of those sailors we've been seeing more and more of lately here. Look at this crowd. We've been causing a real stir.
Perhaps those sailors are just remnants of the sunken fleet that Kronos sends against the gods. I've had my scuffles with them recently.
Oh no, I don't think so, lady. Our fame is due to good old-fashioned word of mouth. And there is nothing you can do to stop it now. This song's called I Am to the Claw! Sacrifice that drag you to death!
Glass rock. Hi, Echo. 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 I'm grateful. 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 Here you go, Hecuba. If this treat is to your liking, then it means we share a bond. Of course we do. Hecuba, the honor is mine. We shall protect each other from now on. Meet me in the training grounds.